Advertising strategies of passive income are a set of strategies which are used for simplified and accelerated demonstration of possibilities of Super Cashbox for new participants. These strategies can have the length starting from 1 to 16 weeks. Let's have a look at these principles, using the examples of strategies for 1 and 2 weeks. As a present, all new participants are given 10 TATAs. Using these funds, you can create a deposit for the first week, with a payment amount of 11 TATAs, in the payment schedule of your personal account. After you create a deposit for the first week, you will see the dark blue rectangle in the chart. It's a planned payout. After a week, this payment moves to the 0 mark, and then disappears at the same time as it was created, but 11 TATAs will appear on the balance. We use 10 TATAs again, for creating a new deposit, with payout in a week. There is 1 TATAs left on the balance, which we can withdraw to the electronic wallet. In a week, the situation will be repeated. Payout of 11 TATAs will let us create another deposit, and get 1 TATA of passive income. And that's what happens from week to week. This is the essence of the advertising strategy of passive income. The most affordable strategy lets you receive passive income without contributions with your own money. Now, let's have a look at the situation when new participant adds 20 TATAs of his or her own money to the given 10 TATAs as a gift for registration. In this case, we need to use the strategy of 2 weeks long. Just like in the previous strategy, at first we need to create a deposit, with payment amount of 11 TATAs in a week. After that, we use 20 TATAs left, for creating the deposit for the second week, with payment amount of 22 TATAs in 2 weeks. After a new participant created the second deposit, he or she receives 10 TATAs more, as a gift for the first investment of your own money in the amount of 20 TATAs. We will need these funds for completing the advertising strategy of 2 weeks long. After a week, we receive the first payout in the amount of 11 TATAs to the balance. We use 20 TATAs from the balance for creating one more payout, in the amount of 22 TATAs in 2 weeks. 1 TATA is available for withdrawal to your electronic wallet. After one more week, we receive the payout in the amount of 22 TATAs to our balance, and as before, we use 20 TATAs for creating a new deposit, and 2 TATAs are available for withdrawal. In the future, this strategy can bring you 2 TATAs of passive income weekly. The size of your passive income depends on the size of payment amount. The higher it is, the more income you get. But in advertising strategies, the amount of payout is limited by the length of the strategy. The most short, 1-week strategy limits our payouts to 11 TATAs. 2-week strategy to 22 TATAs, 3-week strategy lets you order the payout in the amount of 33 TATAs, etc. Correspondingly, the passive income for these weeks is also limited. So, you can earn 1 TATAs a week of passive income using the shortest strategy. 2-week strategy can give you earn 2 TATAs a week. 3-week strategy, 3 TATAs a week, etc. And starting only from the 17th week, we can create deposits with any amount of payout, and earn significantly more. But it requires much more investment of our own funds. The 3-week strategy, with payments amount of 33 TATAs, and passive income of 3 TATAs, requires the investment of 67 TATAs. 4-week strategy, with payouts of 44 TATAs, requires 134 TATAs, and so on. But what to do, if there isn't the possibility to invest a lot at once, but you want to get higher passive income with time? In this case, we use the reinvesting mechanism. It works in this way for advertising strategies. It's needed to increase the length of your strategy, from 1st to 17th week. Then, you can increase your payment amount endlessly, as there are no limits for creating a deposit starting from the 17th week. Let's have a detailed look at the example of moving from 10-week strategy to 11-week strategy with higher passive income. Let's assume that we already have the 10-week strategy with payouts of 110 tetas. When we receive the payout, we create another deposit for the 10th week with payment amount of 110 tetas. The rest 10 tetas are used for creating a deposit for the 11th week with payment amount of 11 tetas. In a week, you also use our payout for creating 2 deposits. We create a deposit for the 10th week with payment amount of 99 tetas, so that to make the full use of available limit for this week. The rest is used for creating a deposit for the 11th week. Now, the payment amount is in the amount of 22 tetas. Further, we do the same every week. The 10th week is fully filled, and the rest of the balance is used for creating a deposit for the 11th week. And every next week, deposit for the 11th week becomes more and more. And at last, after exactly 11 weeks, we use the full limit of 11th week, creating deposit with payment amount of 121 tetas. During next 10 weeks, we need to create one deposit for the 11th week with payment amount of 121 tetas, till we finish creating this strategy. In general, this process can be considered as the movement from one step to another, and this latter really leads you to great passive income. On average, the movement from one advertising week to another, without any investment, takes about 5 months. If you can make additional investment permanently, this period is significantly reduced. If you still have any questions about the participation, after having watched this video, contact technical support or help.